If your ex was planning your future but dumped you right after that, here is why and here's what to do. After doing thousands of calls and text coaching sessions, these strategies work extremely well in getting your ex to pay attention to you and get back together. And if you need help with your situation, go to the Stand Store link in my profile and click the option that works for you. Text or call, hit me up. This is extremely common because I get a lot of clients that are like, hey, we were just planning a trip, or most of my clients are extremely confused when this happens to them because they're like, oh, we were just about to have kids, or we're about to move in together, or we were about to do this or that, go on trips or whatever. And then they suddenly just break things off. Like, it's extremely confusing because you, the dumpy, you're not so stuck, but you're caught up in the idea that we were just so close, like we were so close and now we're so far apart emotionally. What's going on? So what caused them to change? Well, the very first thing is what I call emotional confusion and fear. No, I didn't like make it up or anything like that, but this is the first thing that just comes to my head as a coach and what I see people do over the last 10 years. So what causes this emotional confusion and fear? Well, they do and did, I guess, have this vision and idea of a future with you. But what often happens is that comes from a logical place. Yes, they feel the emotions and stuff like that, but when they plan it, it's up here, right? They're like, oh, this is what I want this to be like, that to be like, that to be like. But what ends up happening is they get overtaken by fear and anxiety, just emotions. So what they could obviously feel is fear of commitment, vulnerability, or responsibility, or whatever. And when it gets closer, when the relationship reaches a point where that obligation it starts to become real, it starts to come to fruition and become solid, it freaks them out. So what does this look like? They suddenly just randomly withdraw, and instead of you could have been talking about marriage and stuff, and then they really get thinking about it and they're like, ooh, I don't know about that. So they'll just withdraw from you and create space, and you're like, what the hell's going on? One other thing, so this could be number 2, is sometimes what will happen is they felt real pressure and expectations from you. So this can make somebody that's, especially an avoidant, can feel very trapped or obligated, right? And talking about the future just creates that pressure to somebody who hasn't healed. So instead of getting closer to you or talking to you even, they react by running away instead of dealing with their feelings and coping. So you'll just see them suddenly pull away. They'll start texting less, calling less. They'll start hanging out with you less. They may even say things like, I need space, I'm confused, I need to go find myself, whatever. So watch out for hot and cold behavior during this, because they are going to miss very quickly, by the way, how good the relationship actually was. Because when those emotions get triggered, when that trigger happens to somebody, especially an avoidant, they're reliving the crap that they went through at the same time as dealing with you, and then they also don't know how to communicate with you. They obviously have something wrong. Communication sucks. All of it sucks. So you're going to get hot and cold behavior, or you'll just get straight up ghosted for a while because they just don't want to deal with it because it scares them. Expect this. So if they pull away from you, I want you to immediately go into no contact, okay? Your ex's confusion needs space to settle, and silence allows emotions to become clear. No calling, no texting, and no interacting on social media. Give yourself at least 90 to 120 days to just let them fucking chill out. Number 2, stay emotionally calm and strong, okay? Your ex's decision is emotionally driven. Reacting emotionally pushes them further away because it's just creating more and more negative energy, and it just pushes them away and harder and further. Keep your dignity, guys. Avoid pleading or explaining or communicating. Just accept that this is where it is. Acceptance is a very strong and high vibration, okay? It's very powerful. So here's what I want you to always do, no matter what video you see. Focus on your growth while they're dealing with their shit. I would obviously rather you guys, as a coach and from a place of love, see you go out with somebody else, or at least they should be in therapy for these, but they're not going to see that. They need to reach that point where they think therapy is good for them from their mindset. So when I was dealing with emotionally fucked up people, I didn't see the fact that maybe I should just stop dating them. I know it seems simple and so obvious, but when you're in that shit and you're constantly just kind of going through the motions of just dating the one person and the next person, You don't really think too much, especially when you're hurt and you're dealing with your own shit like I was. Why don't I just date better people? Sometimes there's a party that doesn't even feel like you deserve that either. So that's why I'm telling you, focus on your growth. Your growth makes you so attractive. There are tons of clients that have been around in my coaching for years. They are completely different people. I'm so fucking proud of them. I apologize for all the swearing, but I'm so proud of them. Some of these guys have gone on to make six-figure businesses, multiple even, trading, personal brands. They're with their, dream boyfriend, girlfriend. I've been coaching women a lot more too now. So make sure you focus your energy into your personal goals, health, and emotional strength. They'll notice your improvements. They will. They'll eventually start watching you. Even if you're blocked, they'll find a way. Make a new account, or maybe they watch through a friend. Doesn't matter. They'll find a way. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. Will they regret doing this later? Yeah, usually. And here's why. Your ex's decision was emotionally impulsive, okay? As the emotional confusion clears, they start to remember the positives about you and regret losing you. They'll regret even putting you like in the position to be scooped up by somebody else. Seeing you as emotionally strong and thriving without them sparks curiosity, regret, and eventually attraction. So they're going to go, you know what? What the hell was I thinking? Now, again, this is if you do stick to no contact, because 90% of people can't. And then they end up pushing their ex further and further and further away. Okay? They end up just creating so much negativity that the person that broke up, they're like, okay, thank God I got out of that. Okay? So remember, if you need help with your situation, go to my Stan Store link and book a call with me, and I got you.